Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Day 3 of the 2026 Crossroads League Softball Tournament, hosted on the University of St. Francis. Today's first game features the 5-seeded Spring Arbor University Cougars and the number 3-seed Marian University Knights. Now let's meet the starting lineup first for Spring Arbor. Batting first, playing second base, number 16, Nicole Barbo. Batting second, at first, number 4, Summer Ambler. Batting third, playing left, number 18, Grace Luby. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Brooke Meeker. Batting fifth, at shortstop, number 6, Peyton Grange. Batting sixth, at third base, number 10, Grace Lentz. Batting seventh, in the circle, number 15, Emily Underwood. Batting 8th, the designated player, number 14, Megan Bondi. Batting 9th in right field, number 11, Lexi Kane. And playing center field for the Cougars, number 7, Matasia Cerrone. The head coach of Spring Arbor is Deb Thompson. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Marian. Batting first in center field, number 3, Abby Hoffman. Batting second and left, number 1, Delaney Rumble. Batting third and right field, number 11, Abby Madera. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 8, Maddie Hughes. Batting fifth at first, number 5, Lily Wendt. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 20, Mallory Butel. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 4, Allie Malone. Batting eighth, the DP, number 21, Haley Webb. Batting ninth, playing second, number 2, Ella Piercy. And the pitcher for the Knights, number 14, Lexi Smith. The head coach of Marian is Scott Fleming. Now we ask that you rise, if you are able, and face the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
It is the final day in the Crossroads League softball tournament, and we begin on this Friday afternoon with our first game of the day, an elimination game between the number 5 seed Spring Arbor and the number 3 seed Marian. The winner of this one will move on to play 30 minutes after this game concludes against St. Francis, and they will have to defeat St. Francis twice in order to win the postseason crown here in the Crossroads League softball tournament. Defensively for Marian, Rundle in left with Hoffman in center and Madere in right field. Butel at third, Malone at short with Piercy over at second. Lily Wendt occupying first base. Maddie Hughes is behind the plate as Lexi Smith gets the start in this game for Marian. Smith comes in with an 8-6 record, 3.38 ERA. 95 innings pitched this season, 54 strikeouts compared to 34 walks. This is her 15th start of the year. Spring Arbor will begin with Nicole Barbo leading things off, and we are ready to get things started. 11:58 is our first pitch. We are underway from St. Francis here at Westendorf Field. The first of potentially 3 games today here in Fort Wayne. Barbo swings and misses at the 1-0. Count even to a ball and a strike. Nicole Barbo, Summer Ambler, Grace Luby, top 3 in the order. The lineup is not changed very much for Spring Arbor throughout the course of this tournament. Brooke Meeker, the catcher, batting 4th, followed by Peyton Grange and Grace Lentz. Emily Underwood hits 7th, and she is the pitcher today. Meg Bondi in the 8th spot, and then Lexi Kane batting 9th. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Barbo. So Lexi Smith begins this game for Marian. We'll see Smith, Tesnar, and then potentially Cohen, but it has been a busy couple of days for both of these teams in terms of their pitching. Misses to Barbo. We are full at 3-2. You wouldn't tell by looking at the field right now because it's sunny and beautiful, but we got a lot of rain overnight and pushed our start time back by an hour today. As Smith gets the strikeout of Barbo, there is 1 down in the top of the first. And it brings up the first baseman, Summer Ambler. Ambler, .416 batting average currently, 7 home runs this season. And takes a first pitch strike 0-1 to Summer Ambler. Top 2 in the batting order have really done a lot of damage for Spring Arbor so far this tournament, but they've been able to piece together hits down the lineup as well. They've relied on their strong pitching. Alexin Dubose, Emily Underwood carrying Spring Arbor to this spot today. Just 3 teams remaining here in the postseason tournament. 1-1 from Smith is popped up and out of play on the first base line. Ball and 2 strikes on Summer Ambler. Leader for Spring Arbor in home runs during the regular season. Leads them in batting average as well. Smith 1-2. Ambler fouls it off down the first base side, and that will roll towards the tarp. Mention the rain. That ball is in foul territory down the right field or the left field line. It's going to be an issue in terms of mud on the ball. They get a new ball into play. But especially down the right field line by the tarp is where you could see players be a little bit more careful as they're going to pick up any ball that goes that direction. 1-2 from Ambler to Ambler is low and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After a strikeout of Barbo to begin this game for Lexi Smith. Little chopper to short. Malone gloves onto first, and in time to get Ambler 1 down. Turns into 2. And now the left fielder, Grace Luby, with nobody on and 2 out in the top of the first. Left fielder, Grace Luby at the plate. Luby, .288 batting average now this season. 4 home runs, 29 RBIs, 10 walks to 13 strikeouts on the year for Luby. Swings and misses, or swings and got a piece of that 1-0. Goes to the backstop, 1-1. Spring Arbor wearing their light blue uniforms today. Marian in the all-navy. 1-1 tapped towards the Marian dugout. It's now 1-2 on Grace Luby. Winner gets St. Francis 30 minutes after this game concludes. We're scheduled for a 2 o'clock start time. Ball and 2 strikes. just outside 2-2. Elimination game here in the Crossroads League softball tournament. Spring Arbor, the team that's on the outside looking in for the national tournament. In on the hands, this is popped up left side of the infield, and Butel calls out for it, makes the catch, and Marian will come to bat in the bottom of the first inning in a 0-0 ball game. Emily Underwood heads out to the circle for Spring Arbor, and we'll see one of the best pitchers in the conference in action again when we come back to West Indoor Field.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning as we meet your batting order for Marian. Abby Hoffman leads things off, followed by Delaney Rundle and Abby Madare. Maddie Hughes fourth, Lily Went fifth, Mallory Butel sixth, Allie Malone seven. No changes in the top seven in the order. But Haley Webb is your designated player today for Marian. As Mystic Means, we saw her yesterday running down that first base line, and she had to be helped off the field. So Means is not going to play today. It'll be Webb instead. And then Ella Piercy in the 9 spot as first base umpire and the home plate umpire. The brief conversation. As Abby Hoffman leads off the bottom of the first inning. Defensively for Spring Arbor, Luby in left, Cerrone in center, Kane in right field. It's a first pitch strike to Hoffman, 0-1. From third to first is Lentz, Grange, Barbeau, and Ambler. Meeker is behind the plate catching Emily Underwood. 19-10 record, 1.94 ERA, and Hoffman begins things offensively for Marian with a hit into left field. Leadoff single for Abby Hoffman. Brings up the left fielder Delaney Rundle. Both these teams in a spot today where, especially for Spring Arbor, they had to play in the play-in game on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, Spring Arbor played twice. They played once yesterday. Throw down to second is not in time as Hoffman is in safely with a stolen base. But the games continue to add up, and what does that do? It puts more stress on your arms. And Emily Underwood and Alexin Dubose have been the two pitchers so far for Spring Arbor in this tournament. And you're just trying to see who can go, who can give you their best effort today. Obviously, in both of the dugouts, arms are a little bit sore coming into this one. Rundle fouls back the 0-2. Sun is out, but it is not necessarily warm here in Fort Wayne. We're looking at a high of 50 degrees today. Currently sitting at 45. The coldest day so far of this Crossroads League tournament. 1-2. Rundle leads it up in the zone, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two. Rundle goes down swinging, and that's the first out recorded here in the first inning. Defensively for Spring Arbor, first strikeout for Underwood. Abby Madare, the right fielder, digs in. First pitch strike, 0-1 to Madare. Right fielder, .411 batting average to lead the way for Marian this season. Now 0-2. 8 home runs, 58 RBIs. She's yet to really provide that pop here in the conference tournament. RBI chance, though, on the 0-2. Fouled back again by Madare. Catcher Maddie Hughes is in the on-deck circle. 1 down, bottom of the first. Adair takes up in the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. Underwood's 1-2. Adair on a line. This finds its way through the left side into left field. Hoffman around third. Luby's throw to the plate's a good one, but the good speed from Hoffman brings her home, and Marian is on the board first, 1-0 in the first inning. RBI single for Abby Adair. She'll move up to second with that throw home. You can tell Luby's got a good arm in left. Little bit high, but even if that throw was on line, Hoffman was going to score. First pitch strike to the catcher, Maddie Hughes. 2 home runs, 34 RBIs on the year for Hughes. This is on the ground to short. Took a bad hop, and Grange can't do anything with it but knock it down. And now first and second with 1 out off of the E6. And now Spring Arbor going to come together and talk as an infield here. Just try to shake off the cobwebs, make sure that everybody's ready to go, realizing that their season is going to be over if they don't win 3 games today. First and second for the first baseman, Lily Wentz, who's having a really nice conference tournament, batting average up to .302 now this season. Well, staggering numbers for her. 13 walks, just 2 strikeouts this season for Wentz. Makes contact with this first pitch, turns it foul, 0-1. First and second for Marian, 1 down in the bottom of the first inning as the Knights have scored first here off of Emily Underwood. 0-1. Ambler with a backhand, takes it to the bag herself over at first base. Runners move up 60 feet. There are 2 down. Second and third, 2 away for Mallory Butel. First pitch swinging, foul back. It's 0-1. Brought some extra stands out today here at St. Francis, expecting a few more people in the crowd for these elimination and then championship games. 0-1. Up in the zone, a ball and a strike on Butel. Two runners in scoring position for Marian. They try to add on here in the first inning. This is where Emily Underwood and the Spring Arbor defense have been good, limiting damage. 2-1. It is a called strike to Butel. 2-2. Butel laces one into left field. It's down for a hit. Hughes around third. Throw to the plate from Luby. Tag is late. And 2-run score for Marian as Mallory Butel makes it 3-0. Two RBIs for Butel. And we've got a quick mound visit from Coach Thompson here, and this was part of the discussion for both coaches is, are your arms okay? Are we in an okay spot? How are we feeling coming into play today? And obviously, playing as many games in 4 days now for Spring Arbor. Their 5th game over the last 4 days. But with that tournament factor in mind, too, and how much more stressful these games can be for your pitchers. Certainly tough to be down 3-0 right off the jump. 1-0 count on the shortstop, Allie Malone. Her chopper towards the middle. Gets through, and another run will score for Marian. It is a 4-0 lead for the Knights, and a couple defensive mistakes for Spring Arbor have allowed Marian to open up the scoring. This is popped up over towards third. Three total hits, 4 runs, 2 defensive errors here in the first inning. As Marian has taken a 4-0 lead, and the designated player Haley Webb at the plate. It's off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Up high in the zone, it's 2-2 on Webb. Four-run first inning for Marian, looking for more. Underwood missed low and away, and it's now 3-2. Malone aboard at first. 9-hole hitter Ella Piercy is due up next. 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Webb heads down to first with a 2-out walk. And Ella Piercy comes to the plate, representing the 9th batter of the inning for Marian. First and second, 2 down for Piercy. Underwood with the first pitch strike, 0-1. And quickly now 0-2 to Piercy. Up in the zone, Piercy lays off at a ball and 2 strikes. .238 batting average for Piercy with 4 runs driven in. On the ground, right side of the infield, Barbeau to first. It is in time to get the out. But Marian puts up 4 runs in the first inning off of arguably the best pitcher in the conference. A good start for the Knights. Couple of defensive errors biting Spring Arbor. And it's 4-0 going to the top of the second.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Four, 5, and 6 in the batting order, due up for Spring Arbor in the top of the second inning. Catcher Brooke Meeker, followed by the shortstop Peyton Grange, and then the third baseman Grace Lentz. 4 runs on 3 hits for Marian, 2 defensive errors by Spring Arbor in the first, and quickly Spring Arbor is behind the 8 ball, so to speak, and in a hole against Marian. Meeker, Grange, and Lentz coming to the plate. Meeker hit her second home run of the season yesterday. Losing effort to St. Francis. She's up to 26 RBIs on the year. Called strike. It's now 2-1 to the catcher Meeker. Spring Arbor does have a right-handed arm up and throwing in the bullpen. Meeker in the air to center, and this one gets over the head of Hoffman and will end up in 2 bases for the catcher. And that's how the Cougars lead off the top of the second frame. Hoffman did not get a great read on that ball and went off her glove and over towards the fence. Now Peyton Grange with a runner at second and nobody out. Chilly Friday afternoon in Fort Wayne. Elimination game here in the Crossroads League tournament. Winner will play St. Francis at approximately 2 o'clock. 1-1. Grange, a little half swing, finds its way through into center. Coming around third is Meeker. Throw to the plate, and not in time. Run scores for Spring Arbor on an RBI single from Peyton Grange. Spring Arbor on the board here in the second. Third baseman Grace Lentz. First pitch strike from Smith, 0-1. Wind not much of a factor as of right now. It is blowing out towards right field once again today. Oh, and 2 now to Lentz. 267 batting average, 398 on base percentage, mostly because she's been hit 20 different times this year. Off speed, stayed outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Look at her step into the plate. She does stand pretty close to home plate. But still, you really got to be a magnet to that ball to be hit 20 times over the course of the season. 54 games now for Spring Arbor. This is game 55. Range at first, 2-2 from Smith. Called strike 3 as Lentz goes down looking. 1 away in the second. Second strikeout for Smith. Here's the pitcher, Emily Underwood. Underwood hitting in the 7-hole, 360 batting average. On the ground, left side of the infield, Butel cannot get it to first in time. It's an infield hit for Underwood. And now runners at first and second. 1 down. Here's the designated player, Meg Bondi. Saw Spring Arbor yesterday against St. Francis. It was 5-0, and they scored 4 runs to make it 5-4, but then the pitching couldn't shut down the rest of the Cougar offense for St. Francis in the bottom half of the inning. You know the offense can be there for this Cougars group. Smith, 0-1. A ball and a strike on Meg Bondi. Right fielder Lexi Kane is in the on-deck circle, and then it would flip back to the top of the order with Nicole Barbeau. 1-1 served into right field, down for a hit. Madare coming up, throwing. Grange will score standing, and it's runners at the corners, still just 1 out, and Spring Arbor has cut into the lead, now 4-2. Underwood up to third. And here's Lexi Kane. Runners at the corners and 1 down. There was a thought that maybe this would be kind of a high-scoring game with all the talk of pitchers and arms coming into this first contest of the day. And that is where St. Francis is at a distinct advantage against everybody else, because Souter and Fuentes are the only 2 that have thrown so far through the only 2 games that St. Francis has had to play. Being a top 2 seed and earning a bye in that opening round of the winner's bracket really helps pitching the rest of the way. 1-1. Kane on the ground towards short. Malone in time to first. Another run scores on the RBI ground out. There are 2 away. So it's now 4-3. Two down, top of the second. First pitch swinging for Barbo is into center field. Bondi coming around third, and she will score. And it is a 4-4 ball game. Runner at first and two down. Barbo, the RBI single. Actually held Bondi there over there at third, so it is still a 4-3 game. Not an RBI there for Barbo. Apologize, I'm not sure exactly what is going on with our stream currently and why we're flashing black on the screen. Obviously, we had some power issues yesterday. We have changed things for today. Hopefully good to go. 3-1 count on Summer Ambler with runners at the corners for Spring Arbor. 4-3, Marian leading. Ambler got through, and this will tie the game at 4. And you wonder how much the soft turf is playing into the mistakes defensively. Two down and a fresh count for Grace Luby, who is coming to bat for Spring Arbor. We are tied up at 4 here in the top of the second inning. So 4-4 between Spring Arbor and Marian, first and second and two down, and the 3 spot in the order, left fielder Grace Luby coming to bat. She is the 9th batter of this second frame for the Cougars. And the first pitch from Smith is in for a strike, 0-1 on Luby. Down in the dirt, a ball and a strike. Runners thought about taking off. Hughes keeps everything in front. A ball and a strike. Now 2-1 on Smith. Three-1 into right center field, down for a hit. Coming around third is Barbo. She scores. And that puts runners at the corners for Spring Arbor, and the Cougars have taken the lead back here in the top of the second inning on an RBI single from Grace Luby. First and third, two down. This one misses high and outside. Ball one to Brooke Meeker, who led off this second inning with a double. Two and 0 to Meeker. a 5 spot for Spring Arbor in the top of the second, and the Cougars have taken the lead at 5-4. Runners on the corners, still 2 down. Called strike to make it 2-1. Again, we apologize. Hopefully that's the end of our glitching issue. 2-1 delivery. On the ground to third. It is a fair ball, and will score another for Spring Arbor. This makes it a 6-4 game. Brooke Meeker with an RBI single. Ambler scores from third. Luby moves up to second. And the hit parade continues here in the second inning for Spring Arbor. 7th hit for Spring Arbor. 2 down, shortstop Peyton Grange with runners at first and second. First pitch strike, 0-1 to Grange. Well, we turned this game 180 the other way, completely flipped how the early stages of this one looked. One and one count on the shortstop Grange. Takes a called strike. It's now 1-2. Elimination game, top of the second. 1-2. Tapper back to the circle. Smith goes to first, and Wendt is able to stay on the bag. It is a 6-run second inning for Spring Arbor, and the Cougars have the lead as we go to the bottom of the second.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Bottom of the second inning, we're back at Westendorf Field in Fort Wayne. It is a 6-4 lead for Spring Arbor over Marian. Top of the batting order for the Knights, as Marian scored 4 in the bottom of the first, made it 4-0, and I'll say that I was thinking a little bit that, hey, maybe Spring Arbor's really good run is just kind of run out of gas. Well, Spring Arbor immediately saying we're not done. 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error from Marian in the top half of the second. Hoffman in the air to left, Luby going back, and she'll squeeze out number 1. One down for the left fielder, Delaney Rundle. Marian is your 3-time defending champions in the Crossroads League tournament. Rundle floats one to left. It is foul. 0-1. Four runs on 3 hits in the first inning for Marian. 2 defensive errors made by Spring Arbor. Oh, 0-1 count. Rundle fouls it away. Now no balls and 2 strikes. And again, you'll see consistently softballs coming in and out of this game because over in foul territory down either line, it is a little bit wetter, especially muddy over by the tarp in right field. A ball and 2 strikes Popped up, out of play, remains 1-2. Called strike 3. Rundle goes down looking this time, and there are 2 away in the second. Bottom of the second, 2 down. Abby Madare, RBI single in her first time up, also scored in the first. 0-1 count. Madare takes a ball up in the zone. 1-1. Now 2 balls and a strike on Madare. Nobody aboard, 2 down. This is through and into center field as it got over the head of the shortstop Grange. 2-out single for Madare. Base runner for Marian. And it brings up the catcher, Maddie Hughes. Hughes stands in, a runner at first and 2 away. Marian trailing by 2 here in the second. This is an elimination game in the Crossroads League softball tournament hosted by St. Francis. Back into the zone is Underwood for a strike. It's 1-1. Now 2-1. Underwood giving up those 4 runs in the first inning, but I believe only one of them was actually an earned run. 2-1. On the ground is short. Grange will tap the bag. 6 unassisted to send us into the third inning. Plenty of offense on display already in this one. It is 6-4. Spring Arbor with the lead as we go to the top of the third.
For athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Top of the third, 6-4. Spring Arbor with the lead on Marian. It's an elimination game here in the Crossroads League tournament. And the Cougars scoring 6 runs in the second inning. They sent 11 batters to the plate. Third baseman Grace Lentz leading things off for the Cougars in the top of the third. Winner will play the Cougars of St. Francis at approximately 2 p.m. And what'll be the first of potentially 2 championship games. Off speed is in for a strike to Lentz, 0-1. And the winner of this game will have to beat St. Francis twice. You got to win 3 times in 3 attempts on this final day. Tapped foul over towards third. It is now 0-2 on Grace Lentz. She went down looking on strikes in the last inning. And the offense picked up for Spring Arbor after. Oh, 2 up high, now a ball and 2 strikes. Lentz half swing, popped up to third. Butel with room is able to make the catch. 1 away. 6 runs for Spring Arbor, most runs they've scored so far here in the tournament. Marian with 4 runs. The most they've scored so far was 6 in 9 innings in the win over Taylor yesterday. Underwood on the ground is short. Malone fields it off a tough hop and is over to first for out number 2. The infield is playing a little bit different today than it has the past couple of days. Malone able to adjust. 2 down for Meg Bondi. Smith misses up and away. Ball 1 to the designated player, Meg Bondi. She singled and scored in the last inning. Down in the dirt, 2-0 count. Lily went to lead things off for Marian in the home half of the third. 2-0, that dribbled off the foot of Bondi on the swing. 2-1 count. That one right off the inside of the foot of Bondi, and she'll try and walk this one out. It hurts a little bit more because it is even colder here in Fort Wayne today than it has been the past 3 days. Check to see if Bondi is okay, trying to shake out that left foot. See if she can put some weight on it. Spring Arbor athletic trainer says she's good, and she is good. Just got to get the feeling back in that left foot. It's a 2-1 count between Smith and Bondi. Two down, top of the third, 6-4. Spring Arbor leading Marian. Just missing with the 2-1 offering. It's now 3 balls and a strike to Bondi. 9 spot of the order, right fielder Lexi Kane is on deck. 3-1. Ball 4, Bondi heads down to first with a 2-out walk. And now Lexi Kane trying to flip this back to the top of the order. First pitch strike to Kane. It's now 0-1. No balls and 2 strikes to Lexi Kane. 2 down, top of the third. Off speed, falls into the zone, called strike 3. And we will go to the bottom of the third inning. 6-4, Spring Arbor with a lead on Marian. SummitCitySports.com will welcome you back to Fort Wayne and Westendorf Field after this.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Lily Wentz, Mallory Butel, and Allie Malone are coming to bat in the bottom of the third for Marian. Spring Arbor with a 6-4 advantage over the Knights. Wentz, Butel, Malone, and then it would be Haley Webb and Ella Piercy after that as we're at the bottom part of this order, bottom half of the order now for Marian. The first pitch strike to Lily Wentz. She grounded out to first. Summer Ambler made that backhanded play, stepped on the bag herself in the first inning. Underwood goes in front, 0-2. Up in the zone from Underwood on the 0-2. Spring Arbor 6, Marian 4, bottom of the third, and the 1-2 trails outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wentz finds the hole on the left side of the infield and delivers a leadoff single for Marian to begin the bottom of the third. Third baseman Mallory Butel with a runner at first and nobody out. Butel picked up 2 RBIs with her single in the first. First pitch swinging here, popped up foul territory over at first, and Ambler has it. 1 pitch to get the first out of the third. Runner aboard at first for Allie Malone. Called strike begins this at-bat with Malone. She reached on an E6. Was left on base in that first, which was a 4-run first inning for Marian. Went aboard at first base. Not normally a base stealing threat. She is 2 for 2 this season, though. Foul wide of the bag at third base. Underwood going to use her jersey to clean up the softball. Steps back on the rubber. This is the 1-2. Up in the zone, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, just off the outside corner, Underwood. Good spot to live in. It's now 3-2 to Malone. Payoff. Called strike 3, went back towards that same spot, gets the call this time, and there are 2 down in the third. Third strikeout for Emily Underwood. Here's Haley Webb. First pitch swinging, popped up, and the shortstop Grange calls it out, has it. And we head to the 4th. 3 innings complete here at Westendorf Field in Fort Wayne. Crossroads League Softball Tournament Championship. And St. Francis waiting for the winner of this one. Elimination game continues after this.
SM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Number 22, Marian, the number 3 seed in the Crossroads League tournament, taking on the number 5 seed in Spring Arbor. And we begin the top of the 4th inning at the top of the batting order for the Cougars. Spring Arbor, Nicole Barbeau, Summer Ambler, Grace Luby coming to bat. It's Lexi Smith. Fires back into the zone. Count even at 1-1. We got some rain overnight that pushed this start time back to 12 and pushed every other start time back an hour with it as well. hopefully we are clear from the weather for the rest of today, but it is chilly, 47 degrees, feels like 37, as Barbo takes a called strike 3, one down in the fourth. Fourth strikeout for Lexi Smith, one down for Summer Ambler. Outside with that first offering to Smith, ball one. Certainly, both teams could go to their bullpen at any point. You've got to win to move on. So all the options are more than likely available, but you're also trying to save up for the potential of playing 2 more games. So difficult to try and judge as a head coach in a game like this. 1-1 for Ambler. And she's back in front, 2 balls and a strike. Smith now behind, 3-1 in the count. Summer Ambler reached on an error and then scored back in the second. Hard shot over to third. Butel to first. 2 down. Two away for the left fielder, Grace Luby. 1 for 2 today. She singled and popped out. It's an 0-1 count to start this at bat with Luby. Marian trying to do what they did in the first inning. That's put Spring Arbor down in order at the top of the lineup. Ball and a strike on the left fielder, Luby. Just missing here from Smith. 2 balls and a strike. Off speed, falls back into the zone. We're even, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Nobody aboard for Spring Arbor in the top of the 4th inning. Cougars lead it by 2. Lexi Smith rocks and fires. And this is fouled away by Luby to stay alive. Two and 2 count. Called strike 3 at the knees. Gets the call for Lexi Smith. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 6-4. Spring Arbor in front. 9-1 and 2 in the batting order coming up for Marian when we return to West Indoor Field.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Nine, 1, and 2 in the batting order coming up for Marian in the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 6-4 lead for Spring Arbor over Marian. SummitCitySports.com. Glad that you are with us. Ella Piercy leads it off, then back to the top with Abby Hoffman and Delaney Rundle. Emily Underwood, 3 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. All 4 runs for Marian came in the first. And a first pitch strike to begin the bottom of the 4th. 5 total hits for Marian to produce the 4 runs. 2 errors defensively by Spring Arbor. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Cougars, 1 error against Marian. 0-2 count. Underwood just missing. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Plenty of fans in the stands behind home plate as Underwood quickly goes back to work. It's a 2-2 count. Puts that foot on the rubber, then she rocks and goes. Full count, 3-2 on Ella Piercy. Watch how quick Underwood works. 3-2. Piercy fouled it back to stay alive. And by the looks of it, I'd say that Underwood probably is calling her own pitches for the most part. 3-2, another payoff. Piercy on the ground, over to third, throw to first is offline. And Ella Piercy reaches to begin the bottom of the 4th. That throw from Lentz, not in time to first. We'll flash you back on the replay here. And this throw over to first. It's going to be bang bang at first base. Probably go down as an E5. Hoffman, left side of the infield again. Lentz with an on-target throw to first this time. Runner moves up to second. 1 down. And here's Delaney Rundle. Rundle 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. This is on the ground, got past the shortstop Grange and will allow runners to move up to first and third. And now Abby Madare with runners on the corners and 1 out. Runner taken off for second. Meeker going to allow the runner to take second. It's a called strike. So Rundle at second, Piercy at third. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. Madare, slow roller towards third. Lentz coming home with it, not in time. And the fielder's choice will bring in a run for Marian, and nobody records an out. Just a little tapper for Madare is good enough to produce the run. Here's Maddie Hughes with 1 away and runners at the corners. Hughes takes a strike, runner going. They throw to Barbo as a de facto cutoff there. Second and third, still 1 out. 0-1 count on Hughes. Just missed on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Spring Arbor scoring all 6 of its runs in the second. Marian trying to put up a couple here, and this should give them the lead. Into right center field, Madare around third will score standing. Maddie Hughes delivers 2 runs, and Marian has retaken the lead here in the bottom of the 4th on a 2 RBI single. And those stolen bases proving to be so pivotal for Marian. 4 runs in the first and now 3 runs here in the 4th for the Knights. It's Lily Wendt coming to the plate. 1 down and a runner at first. Maddie Hughes at first base. As Marian has taken a 7-6 advantage. Went first pitch swinging. It is just foul down the left field line, 0-1. Mallory Butel in the on-deck circle. Marian is trying to put up another run, match their total from the first inning. A ball and a strike now between Underwood and Went. Foul back now, 1-2. A couple of mistakes defensively in the inning for Spring Arbor have allowed Marian to retake the lead. Wave and a miss as Underwood comes back, gets the strikeout. There are 2 down in the fourth for Butel. Well, the most offense we've really seen in any game in this tournament coming here in the elimination game, our first game of the day. The winner moves on to play St. Francis. A ball and a strike on Butel. Ooh, just missing on the inside portion of the plate here. 2 balls and a strike. Butel, 2 RBIs on a single in the first. She popped out in the last inning. Grounds over to third here. Lentz to first. And we've completed 4 innings here in this elimination game in Fort Wayne Crossroads League softball tournament. And Marian back in front, 7-6. The Knights have the lead over the Cougars.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Top of the 5th, 4, 5, and 6 in the batting order coming up for Spring Arbor. This is where the Cougars did their damage in the second inning, was with this part of the order. Leading off, Brooke Meeker, Peyton Grange, and Grace Lentz coming to the plate in the 5th. Marian with 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th to go along with their 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Spring Arbor has only scored in 1 inning so far. They put up all 6 in the second. Top of the 5th, here's the catcher, Brooke Meeker, will face Lexi Smith. And a first pitch strike from Smith begins the top of the 5th. And quickly ahead, 0-2 for Smith. Back in that second inning, it was an error that kept the frame going and allowed a couple more runs to score for Spring Arbor late, but 4 runs have been earned by Smith. It's an 0-2 count. You got to credit Marian offensively. They have scored against Emily Underwood today, as this one is fouled off right towards the Marian dugout. It stays 0-2. We'll rattle the fence right where our crowd mic is. Up in the zone to Meeker. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One-two off speed, lifted out to right, but Madere is there, and she makes the catch. 1 away in the 5th. One down for the shortstop, Peyton Grange. First pitch swinging, tap back towards the circle. Smith fields her position, underhand toss to first. 2 away. And here's the third baseman, Grace Lentz. Down low with that first offering. Ball 1 to Lentz, who's 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking in the second, popped out in the third. Two and 0 count. St. Francis awaits the winner of this game in our first of potentially 2 in a championship set. Double elimination tournament. St. Francis has not lost yet. That's why we could potentially play 2 here today. Count is 2-1. Lexi Smith fires, little half swing, got a piece of it for Lentz, but it's 2-2. Pitcher Emily Underwood is on deck. There is nobody else up and warming at the moment for Spring Arbor. Off speed, popped up. Piercy, the second baseman, makes the catch. And Spring Arbor goes down in order in the top of the 5th. Marian holding on to a 7-6 lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning in this elimination game.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing.
Allie Malone leads off the bottom of the 5th, 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Marian as this one is hit out to left field, and Luby underneath it makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Brings up the designated player, Haley Webb. Webb swinging at the first offering, fouls this off 0-1. Webb with a walk and a pop out today, 0 for 1 officially. One and 1 count now to Webb. Ella Piercy, the second baseman, is on deck. Called strike, it's now 1-2. Haley Webb transfer in for Marian. Most recently at Kansas. 2-2. Just missing some oohs and ahs from the Spring Arbor crowd as it's now 3-2. On the ground, foul towards first. Three balls and 2 strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody aboard. Here's the payoff from Underwood. And that is just low to Webb. Walk drawn. Here's Ella Piercy with one down, and we're going to see a pinch runner for Marian. Jalen Phillips running in place of Webb with one down after Webb draws her second walk. One away for Ella Piercy. She's not wearing long sleeves today. In fact, she's rolling up her sleeves. She's not from Minnesota or Michigan. It's not that she's just used to the colder weather. I'm not sure what they were checking down there at first base, but everything is okay there. Piercy may be the only one for Marian not wearing sleeves today. Bunts this one back towards the circle. Underwood to first. Phillips moves up to second. 2 down. And it brings up Abby Hoffman. Just one run separating Marian and Spring Arbor in the bottom of the 5th inning. Looking for a little bit of distance as Hoffman digs in against Underwood. Hoffman 1 for 3 today, singled and scored in the first. Flew out in the second, grounded out in the last inning. Pops this one up and away. It's now 0-2. Again, there is a right-handed arm up and throwing in the bullpen for Spring Arbor. I'd assume it's Alexin Dubose. We've only seen Dubose and Underwood in the tournament for the Cougars. Oh, 0-2 on Hoffman. On the ground, short, Grange in time to first. And we've completed 5 innings. It remains a 1-run lead for Marian. Spring Arbor coming to bat in the top of the 6th. And the pitcher, Emily Underwood, leading things off when we return. Westendorf Field, Fort Wayne, Indiana, on the campus of the University of St. Francis.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
7-6, Marian with a lead on Spring Arbor, top of the 6th inning, and it's getting late here in this elimination game. 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order, starting with Emily Underwood. Underwood, Bondi, and Kane are your scheduled hitters here in the 6th. We've seen Tammy Craven a couple different times in pinch hit spots for Spring Arbor. Maybe that's an option off the bench for Coach Thompson if she wants to go there. Emily Underwood takes a first pitch strike from Lexi Smith. Up in the zone, a ball and a strike to Underwood, who singled and scored in the second. Grounded out to short in the 3rd inning. 1 for 2. Off-speed pitch, she lifts it out to center field, and this will land on a hop in front of Hoffman. It is a leadoff single for Emily Underwood, and the Spring Arbor pitcher is 2 for 3 today. Pinch runner coming in. Anna Kemp running at first for Underwood. Meg Bondi up to bat. Lexi Kane in the on-deck circle. Spring Arbor down by a single run here in the top of the 6th. Bondi into left field. First pitch swinging, and back-to-back hits for Spring Arbor to begin the 6th. First and second, nobody out, and this is one of those opportunities where you would, in certain circumstances, look to lay down a bunt. Another pinch runner coming in. And it's Cerrone who's going to run at first base for Bondi. Flexes into the game. And your designated player is out, so Cerrone will come in and occupy the 8th spot. Matasia Cerrone at first. Anna Kemp at second. Lexi Kane lays down the bunt in front. Throw to first, gets the out. Sacrifice bunt moves runners to second and third. Exactly what Spring Arbor was trying to do. Marian will be grateful for the out. One down for Nicole Barbeau. Barbeau 1 for 3 today against Smith. Misses inside on that first offering, 1-0 count. First baseman Summer Ambler, the power hitter for Spring Arbor, is on deck. Out in front of that off speed, it is now 1-1 to Barbeau. Kemp at third, Cerrone at second, a ball and a strike on Barbeau. One away in the 6th. Low and inside, 2-1. Again, the winner will turn around about 30 minutes after this game and face St. Francis. Barbeau into left, down for a hit. We are tied at 7 as Spring Arbor puts runners on the corners with the RBI single from Nicole Barbeau. And for the first time since the 2nd inning, Spring Arbor scores. Good enough to tie us up. First and third, one down. Ambler in the air to right center field. It's down for a base hit, and this could score. Barbeau all the way from first. She's being waved around third. Nicole Barbeau scores standing. Summer Ambler delivers. 2 RBI double for Ambler, and Spring Arbor has taken a 9-7 lead here in the 6th. And that'll bring Coach Fleming out of the dugout. And it's going to be a pitching change, it appears, for Marian. Summer Ambler and a new pitcher, number 15 for Marian. Elena Tesnar will come in, and we will get you introduced to the new pitcher. When we come back, Spring Arbor takes the lead in the 6th.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
9-7, Spring Arbor leading Marian. This is the highest scoring game of the conference tournament up to this point. We had a couple of 9-run games. 9-5 is what Huntington won over Mount Vernon Nazarene in the play-in round, and then St. Francis won 9-4 yesterday over Spring Arbor. But the combined 16 runs here are the most in the tournament. Left fielder Grace Luby with a runner in scoring position and one down. Elena Tesnar is in the game. Tesnar 9-5 record, 4.4 ERA, 81 innings, 41 strikeouts to 35 walks. This is her 9th appearance in relief. In the air to right, Madare makes the catch. Tagging for third is Ambler. She's in safely, but there are 2 down. Two down for the catcher, Brooke Meeker. 9-7, Spring Arbor leads it. 6 runs in the second, 3 here in the 6th. And a first pitch strike taken by the catcher, Meeker, 0-1. And now you really do wonder for Spring Arbor, do you go back to Underwood again in the bottom of the 6th inning, or can you get 2 innings from Dubose? Ball and a strike. Also know that Ava Polson is available in relief if they need her. We have yet to see her here in the conference tournament, though. 1-1 is fouled back. It's now a ball and 2 strikes on Meeker. Ambler over at third, a 3-run 6th inning for the Cougars. 1-2, and Meeker got a piece of it to stay alive. Four hits in the frame for Spring Arbor. Meeker popped it up. Malone, the shortstop, calling for it, down to an E to make the catch. Runner left stranded at third, but Spring Arbor regains the lead. It is now 9-7 in favor of the Cougars. SummitCitySports.com.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Bottom of the 6th, 9-7, Spring Arbor with the lead on Marian. Winner moves on to play St. Francis. Loser is done in this conference tournament. And if Marian does come back, it's probably the end of Spring Arbor's season. If Spring Arbor wins, Marian is probably still in the national tournament as an at-large. Rundle on the ground to short, Grange to first. It is in time. Leadoff batter is down, 1 away. One out for Abby Madare. Emily Underwood remains in. This is her 6th inning of work today. And she has pitched each of the last 4 days for Spring Arbor. Back into the zone for Underwood on Madare. It's 0-2. Abby Madare 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of RBIs. Her bat is heating up for Marian late in this tournament. She's up to 60 RBIs on the season, but she fouls this back into the glove of Meeker, who hangs on. It's a strikeout for Underwood. 2 down for Maddie Hughes. 5th strikeout for Underwood. And she's right back into the zone against Maddie Hughes, 0-1. Hughes with 2 RBIs and a 1 for 3 performance today. Foul back, it's now 0-2. And you wonder if that arm feels just a little bit better right now for Emily Underwood when she looks up at the scoreboard and sees that her team's got the lead. Up in the zone, a ball and 2 strikes. Sometimes it's the little things in the mental battle that'll get you over the hump. 1-2. Whew, off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye from Hughes. And now the count is run full on Maddie Hughes. Lily went in the on-deck circle. If she comes up to bat in this inning, will represent the game-tying run. Payoff from Underwood. Hughes on the ground to third. Lentz gloves, goes across the diamond, and we head to the top of the 7th. Marian goes down in order in the 6th. Spring Arbor holding on to a 2-run lead, looking for some insurance runs when we come back to Fort Wayne.
PSM Sports Therapy. Recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Top of the 7th, 9-7 Spring Arbor. As the Cougars come to bat at 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Shortstop Peyton Grange leading things off. Elena Tesnar back in the circle for Marian. Obviously, they're trying to save Cohen for the first game against St. Francis if they get there. Just below the knees to Grange. It is 1-1. Grange 1 for 3 on the day. And she was out in front looking for a fastball. Got something off speed instead. 1-2. Spring Arbor 9, Marian 7. Top of the 7th. Two and two now to Grange. Called strike 3. Grange stepped out of the box, but she'll go towards the dugout instead as she goes down looking on strikes. One away. Tesnar's first strikeout in relief. And with one down, that brings up the third baseman, Grace Lentz. Up in the zone, ball 1. St. Francis does have a winning record against both Marian and Spring Arbor this year. Called strike, we're even to 1-1 on Lentz. Tesnar all around the zone with that offering, but it's 2-1. First 2 meetings this year between Marian and Spring Arbor, they were split in Indy. This is lifted foul down the left field line. And then when the two teams met in Michigan, Spring Arbor winning both. Game 1, 7-5. Game 2, 1-0 in 8 innings. 3-1 this year for the Cougars against the Knights, who are the higher seed in this tournament. 2-2 on Lentz. And Now we're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff laced into left field. This is a fair ball, and turning around first, heading for second is Lentz. She is in with a 1-out double, as Spring Arbor's trying to tack on at least 1 insurance run here in the 7th inning. Lentz doubles. That'll bring the pitcher, Emily Underwood, back to the plate. And Meg Bondi is in the on-deck circle. First offering misses to Underwood, who singled and scored in the last inning. She is 2 for 3 today, has scored twice. 2 singles to her total. Fouled back, 1-1. Marian will have Went, Butel, and Malone, 5, 6, and 7 scheduled to hit in the bottom of this inning. Trying to keep it at just a 2-run deficit. Fastball got past Underwood. It's now 1-2. Underwood serves it right back up the middle into center field. Hoffman will come up, and the throw cut off in the middle. Runners will stay put at the corners with 1 down. And Meg Bondi back to the plate, and Coach Thompson is going to re-enter her designated player, Bondi, for Cerrone. So Bondi back in. And Cerrone moves back to the flex spot. Now, if Bondi gets on base here and they go to a pinch runner again, she will be out of the game as she's been substituted for once. Runners at the corners, 1 down. And Bondi fouls back the first offering, 0-1. We'll make sure everybody's good behind home plate. And Coach Fleming going to go and check on his catcher, make sure Maddie Hughes is all right. The worst part about being a catcher is all the balls that end up deflecting off you in the process of a game. That may be going in and out of the crouch 100 different times or more, depending upon how many times you're catching on a given day. First and third, 0-1 count on Meg Bondi, 8th spot in the order. Just off the plate, count even, 1-1. Underwood over at first, not been in motion yet. Lentz at third, trying to maybe draw a throw. Bondi in the air to left. Rundle makes the catch. Lentz takes a step towards home. Underwood goes back to first. 2 down. Nice execution defensively by Marian in that scenario. 2 away for Lexi Kane. First pitch misses up, ball 1. Trying to avoid the top of the order, Nicole Barbeau, who is due up next. (1-0) popped up. Piercy, the second baseman, calls for it, and it remains a 2-run ball game as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last bats coming up for Marian And it'll start with Went, 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Knights needing 2 runs to extend it, 3 runs to win it when we return in this elimination game here in the Crossroads League softball tournament.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Marian down to their final bats here in the home half of the 7th inning. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Lily Went, Mallory Butel, and Allie Malone are scheduled to hit. Emily Underwood is back out there for Spring Arbor. This is her game to win or lose right now for the Cougars. Lily Went 1 for 3 on the day. She has played really well over the course of this Crossroads League tournament. Trying to get something started offensively for Marian. 2-0 count. Winner place St. Francis will be a little bit after 2 p.m. for the start time of that game. Inside corner, a called strike. It's 2-1. Two-one, floated to short. Grange is there. Catch is made. 1 down in the 7th. And Spring Arbor's chances to make the national tournament hang on winning this conference tournament. Now putting themselves in position to potentially get there with a win here. First pitch strike from Underwood. It's 0-1 to Butel. Back-to-back called strikes. It's now 0-2 on Butel. 2 RBIs on a single in the first. She's 0 for 2 since, 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out to left her last time up. Pop this one up in the air. Grange calling for it at short, and she's got it. Marian down to its final out. Two away for Allie Malone. First pitch swinging. Malone is in the air to left field. Luby going back, makes the catch, and Spring Arbor has defeated Marian 9-7 in this elimination game. The Knights' regular season will come to a close. Marian 34-16. Probably going to be okay. Should be an at-large in the national tournament by being ranked inside the top 25. And Spring Arbor keeps their hopes of going to the national tournament alive as they win 9-7. It'll be the Cougars against the Cougars. Spring Arbor taking on St. Francis when we come back about a half hour from now. I guess we're about 2:10 for our first pitch of the potential final game of the day. Remember, Spring Arbor has to win twice over St. Francis. St. Francis just needing 1 win to win the postseason tournament crown. We will see you about a half hour from now for that game between Spring Arbor and Marian as the Cougars take down the Knights, and will gear up for our second game of the day. St. Francis and Spring Arbor coming up next.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and